A rainy day here in Sydney. We've had a few of them. This is West Green. Up here, this is where Belmont Road overbridge will go. Luckily the bridge, even though the line's not there, the bridge is still in existence, and I've got photographs of that, so I can build that. I was going to say verbatim, but I can catch the essence of it. This line here is going into the goods yard, which is up there, but I can't lay that in until I've got a few key elements in, namely the platforms. This is going to be the platform. So what I've done is I put butcher's paper over. This is on a slight curve, very slight. So I'm going to use this, and I can cut this. Sorry, I can cut along that line there, and then I can make the profile for the station platform tops. I'm going to be using 3mm MDF for the top. The reason I'm using MDF, I was going to use ply, but the good thing about MDF is the 3mm section, the width of it, which is only very small. At least you can smooth that off. You can file it better than ply, and you can smooth it, sand it. So hopefully it won't be in and out. It will be nice and smooth. For the vertical sections, I'm using 9mm ply. Because the platforms are going to be 3 foot above rail height, and the height of the rail above the baseboard is 14mm. That means 14 plus 21 is 35mm. That's actually 5 feet, which will give me 3 foot to the top of the platform, which is what I want. So what I'm going to do is I've got 3mm and I've got 35. So if I cut long strips of ply, 9mm ply, 32mm, that'll be the right height. That's the plan. Here goes. So today I've been to my son's place because he's got all the woodworking gear, and we cut out the 9mm ply. This is 32mm wide, and this is 3mm MDF, and that sits on top. That gives me 35mm. That's 14 from the baseboard, so it should be 21mm. Let's check it. So just using my verniers, I just went from the, from the top to there, and it is, you won't see it now, it is 21mm, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be glued 7mm back from the lip, which is right. It's going to be glued and probably nailed, and then with the spare pieces I've got, I'll spare these, I'll put cross members. So and then I can detail the platform, so it's looking pretty good. There we got it, we've got one of the platforms done. I've made it in 2 sections. And that's going to go like that, and that goes like that, and as you can see, I'll turn it over. I'm going to put bracing in here, but this is 7mm in from the edge, so I'm quite happy with that. Here's the finished articles of platforms, 2 of them, 11 feet long. Obviously they're going to be finished. Work goes through the back scene, or there'll be a station building there above the track. Station buildings here, there's going to be a slight embankment, getting higher and higher as it goes up to the end, because there's a park right behind here. It was Downhill's Park. There'll be an overbridge here, brick arch overbridge, 2 arches. This track's going to feed the goods yard, which is going to go up on an incline, raised above the station. Not too high because I haven't got enough distance. Finally the ballasting's dried out, but I've got to fix some of it up. Just add more ballast, clean it all up, should be good. Greetings to another fun-filled episode of the West Green Railway. A bit more on my platforms. As I said the other day, I built the actual platforms, and then what I've done is I've put some very thin card on the edge. It's 14mm back, so it represents 2 feet. So I made 2 foot squares, and I've cut it every 2 foot. So these are square, and I've just sort of filed it out a bit. This is 80 grit wet and dry. The joints won't show once I go over it with when it dries. I just go over it like that. The edge, I bought this stuff. This is called Redutex. I've never heard about this. Got this out of Melbourne from Wyncliffe Models. It's expensive stuff, $14.95 a sheet, but it's quite amazing. It's 3D, but it's, look at it, it's not plastic, and it's self-adhesive. So that's going to go on there, and then I'll overlap it with a few layers for the corbelling. So that's it. That's one of my platforms. I'm getting there. I'm quite pleased with it. It's a bit more on West Green platforms. As you can see, I've got the top on and the edging. What I've done before I put the bricks on, most platforms had corbelling on it, so which you can just see there. So what I've done is I've got some strip balsa. I've laid it's about 4mm thick all up. There's 2 layers. There's this layer, there's that layer, and that's 2 brick courses, and on top there's another 2 brick courses. So I'm going to have the brick paper there, 2 courses of brick there, and 2 on top. So it should look pretty good. Now I'm going to seal all this because it is balsa, so I'll seal it. I just bought some Carrots Clear matte, so that should seal it all. Next stage is to do that and then get the brick paper on. We'll see what it looks like. Well, finally I've finished one section of platforms. There's 4 sections. As you can see, this is a basic platform. This is very thin card I got from my newsagents. I painted it. I scored it with a knife and then just gave it a bit of a file. It's now been coated with satin, not a satin, a matte varnish. This is the corbelling I'm using. This is just balsa wood. This will also be varnished before after I put it on to seal it. So this is 4 courses of bricks wide, and that's 2. So that fits on the underside of the platform. I've used this Redutex brick sheeting, which is absolutely bloody brilliant. I've got to tell you, it is fantastic. I'd never use anything else after using it. It's expensive, but it's worth using. Don't know how close I can get. As you can see, there's the corbelling. 2 courses, 2 courses. This has got the station ramp. That's a 1 in 8 station ramp, platform ramp I should say. So I'm quite impressed with it. Anyway, that's it. That's how I've done my platforms. Thanks for watching.